Hi guys, and welcome to the Accrington Stanley vs Sunderland match preview in the Carabao Cup. So before we do get into it, I do want to say a massive thank you for the recent support on the channel. We have only recently passed 8,500 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me. A lot of you guys will know, particularly those who follow me on social media, my goal and target for the end of the year is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is a big stretch and it's a big ask. But if you do watch the channel regularly and you do enjoy the content, then please do subscribe. It is so appreciated. But anyway, let's get into the match preview. So again, we do take on Accrington Stanley away from home in the Carabao Cup tomorrow on Tuesday night. Now, you're probably wondering why you're in such good spirits, considering yesterday you were miserable as sin after the Ipswich game. I'm just a typical Sunderland fan, you know, you play a shit game, you know, you have a couple of days to dwell on it, and then out of nowhere you have this feeling of optimism again, just to be let down as usual. But that's just me as a Sunderland fan, that happens all the time. But, you know, I did say in that the match review from the Ipswich game, the previous game, I did say that, you know, I couldn't give two shits whether we get knocked out of the Carabao Cup. And in general, as a competition as a whole, I don't particularly. I think the main focus is on the league. I don't care about any other real competition. Of course, it'd be nice to win games in these competitions to build some momentum, but that's all it is to me. The focus for this season is the league. That's it. I don't hope that we lose or hope that we get knocked out of any competition. Of course not, but I wouldn't be particularly bothered. That's it really. So tomorrow when we do play Accrington, the biggest thing for me is a performance. I do expect there to be mixed changes, which I will talk about a little bit later on. But for me, I would rather us, even if we did end up losing 1-0, if we got 20 shots at goal and they had 2 or 3, then I would take it, because it shows that we're showing, you know, some kind of attacking intent. Because the big thing over the last couple of games, although we have been defensively piss poor, we've shown no attacking prowess whatsoever, or no kind of attacking threat whatsoever in the final third. We've barely even got to the final third. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, like against Ipswich, I think we had 1 shot on target and that was a goal, and I think we had 3 or 4 shots altogether, which is just shocking, horrendous. And it was very similar against Oxford as well. It was very, very even, the shots at each other in Oxford, against Oxford, a game in which we should arguably, you know, on paper be winning that kind of game, but we didn't. But that's it. That's the way that one's worked. But yeah, so I'd like to see a change in system. I would like to see us go for it rather than play 3 at the back, and I think Jack Ross will change things around. But with Accrington, if we look at them, they played their first game of the season against Lincoln away from home, and they did lose by 2-0. And then their next game was postponed against Bury for obvious reasons with everything that's going on at Bury. I know that they did play some kind of charity game, I believe. I'm not too sure exactly what that was, but I know they played a charity game to fundraise for Bury, which is very nice of them. But in terms of competitive games, they might be a little bit rusty, which could work for us. Because for this game tomorrow, is it a must-win? No, it's not. But it'd massively help gain momentum, because just getting that first win on your back and, you know, and just off your shoulders, it's massive. Early doors, you need to get that early doors. So anyway, I will go through the team I would like to see us go with. So I've gone with a sort of 4-3-3 with a holding midfielder, with the other 2 central midfielders giving their license to just bomb forward, because I really want us to just go for it. Now, I have changed a few plays, of course, with it being the Carabao Cup. I think there's some plays that deserve a chance. So I've put Burge in goal. I've gone back to a back 4. I know Willis did go off towards the back end of the previous game against Ipswich, but I'm not too sure how serious that is. So he might well be rested. But if he is fit, I would like to see him alongside Ozturk and to see how well that would go in the middle as the central defenders, the 2 pairing there. Then on the right side, I've put Connor McLaughlin. Hopefully he'd play a lot better there, because he does look a lot more comfortable on the right-hand side rather than the right of a back 3. Similar with Hume, where I know, you know, he's had a really bad start to the campaign, but he has been asked to play in a position he doesn't usually play, and it's a lot more complicated than just simply playing left-back. And we did see him last season in the spit and spurts that he did, you know, show us as simply just a left-back, and he wasn't particularly bad at all. So I'd like to see him given a chance to, you know, lift his motivation and lift his morale a little bit, because the poor lad, he's only a young lad, and he'll be really down in the dumps, I can imagine. So to just give him a run out in a favoured left-back position, and hopefully he can gain some momentum there. So that'll be my back 4. Now, I've put Ledbetter as the sort of holding midfielder. He is our captain, and I think he will get a shot tomorrow. tomorrow night, so it'd be nice to put him in the holding spot there. Then Dobson and O'Nien ahead of him. I think, Power will probably come in at some point, maybe Embleton or Maguire and what have you. But I think just to start off with, that's 3 solid central midfielders, and Dobson and O'Nien to have that licence to just run at them and get forward and just really go at them with some confidence, which, it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch. But I think we need to have that confidence to just go at them down the centre and get forward. And I think Dobson and O'Nien have the ability to do that. On the right hand side, I've put Gooch, who scored a couple of goals in as many games. I just think it'd be nice to get his momentum continuing. McGeady on the left hand side, and then McNulty, who had a decent game against Ipswich. Well, probably one of the only decent real performers. He presses the back line, and it'd be nice for him to maybe get a goal under his belt. So that is the team I would go with myself. But knowing Jack Ross, it will be completely different. I think we will see a little cameo roles maybe from Power. He might even start from the beginning, which would be nice to see because he has been out injured. Maguire as well, who I know is not 100% fit, but I think he should get himself a bit of game time as well. Embleton, I think, might come on as well. I know I'm going over the substitute limit here, but Grigg as well. We've got a lot of backup, we've got a lot of strength in depth there. It's just, again, trying to find that right system, and I just want us to go tomorrow, just go as attacking as possible. We need to get goals under our belt, we need to get some confidence, and that's what I want them to use this as, a platform to be able to attack, because defensively we've been shit, we've had 0 attacking prowess, like I've said. So just go all that attack and just go for it. Now, I will be going tomorrow night, which I've said in the Ipswich match review. I did let you guys know that. So if you are going, let me know in the comments below. It'd be very, very nice to see some of you guys. I will be going with a mate of mine who isn't a fan of football at all, but I just thought I'd treat him to a night out in Accrington, which is it should be quite fun. But yeah, so I will be going, and my score prediction, I'm an idiot, but I think we're going to go for it. If we do go for it, I think I'm going to go for a 3-0 Sunderland win, which is probably the most stupid thing you've heard this week or even this year. But I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm just hoping Jack Ross does turn this around. He bites the bullet with that system because it's just shit. And he does just say, right, okay, we've tried the system. It was crap. Let's go back to what we know. Let's go for a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. Either way, even with the system that I predicted, you can change that to a 4-2-3-1 quite easily. We can push Ledbetter up with Dobson and then just put O'Nien as the sort of number 10 role. You could do that quite easily. It's quite a flexible system anyway with the holding midfielder. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-0 Sunderland win, which I'm probably going to regret big time. We're probably going to get a 1-1 or a loss or a 0-0. But I'm going to go for a 3-0 Sunderland win. I'm going to pray to the gods who blessed us with 5 bottles for a tenner at Accrington Stanley away, and hope to God that we do get a 3-0 win. But that is it, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button for me. It would be massively, massively appreciated. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already to become a fully fledged member of the Sassy Army. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.